And welcome back to the final segment of The Price of Business on today's program. This is Sigmund Kramer in for Kevin, and you know what? We have a very special contributor here today right now, Alan Paine from the Rich Club. Alan, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. You know, that's the Realty Investment Club of Houston. We like to call it the Rich Club, just like you do.
That's
it's
right.
So much easier.
Realty Investment Club of Houston. What's the website over there, Alan?
richclub.org.
richclub.org. Don't put a com there.
Yeah, do not do .com.org.
Nope.
Last week, by the way, I was doing .com on the radio here, and so the guy's kicking me. I'm like, why are you kicking me? And he's like, .com is not .org.
It is .org, not .com. Don't listen to Alan. He only runs the joint.
Yeah, I don't have a clue what goes on over there. They just tell me to show up.
So richclub.org. And you have a special guest today,
yes,
don't
you?
you?
Yes, I do. I have Donnie Gothard here today from Crossline Capital Mortgage, another mortgage guy. So, Donnie, let's. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing great. Donnie, tell us a little bit of why Crossline is different than these other mortgage guys we've had around.
Well, one of the first things is that Crossline Capital is a full-service mortgage banker. What that means is we're going to key in on the word service. We actually service 100% of the loans that we do. So that being said, we can do anything from an owner-occupied rehab up to a non-owner rehab to FHA, VA, 203Ks. If it's there, we pretty much can do it, and it stays with our company.
And that's a big plus that people once they get with your company, they're never going to be sold, and all of a sudden they have to change who they're writing their mortgage check to. It's always going to be to your company.
Exactly, always with our company.
That's beautiful. And now, also, you offer a bunch of different type of packages for an investor. Let's first off, for a person doing a rehab, what do you all offer there?
Well, in that case, you can actually do there's actually a couple options that you can do. There is a Fannie Mae rehab product that we can do, as well as we also offer hard money. Our hard money is a typical hard money loan. The difference is we loan it at 7% interest and 2 points.
Well, I want to stop you. What is a hard money loan for the people who don't know?
A hard money loan is used for a quick close and to help you purchase the property that may need some help when it comes to a facelift or a major rehab.
And it's asset-based, right?
Exactly, okay. Asset-based. And the beauty of that is that we can also use the same appraiser that helped us out on that hard money to do that permanent financing for the rental. Now, we only do that hard money for the rental properties, not the flips.
Okay. Which is, by the way, though, right now, the way the market has gotten, it's so tight, it's hard to find deals. So if you find a deal that needs repairs and you want to rent it, then this is a really great solution.
Yes, definitely. And it's a quick solution. That way you don't have a seller back there twiddling their fingers hoping it closes when, in fact, you can close in 5 to 10 days.
Right. Okay. I mean, that's the beauty of this. And also, they don't need to restart all the paperwork again, do they?
No, they don't. We keep everything on file. The only thing that has to be updated on a conventional file every 90 days is the asset statements, which of course would be like your bank statements, 401k stuff, IRAs, whatever, and your pay stubs. That's it. That's the only thing that has to be updated on a conventional file.
Perfect. That makes things a lot easier.
And we only approve you based on the permanent financing, so we're not doing 2 separate approvals. It's one, and you're good to go. Now,
let's shift gears a little bit. Now, a person who wants to, the way to build wealth, we all know, is to own properties.
Yes.
How many loans can a person get like that?
Now, based on the conventional standards and guidelines per the government, you can own up to 10 finance properties using their financing. We actually have another avenue for that. It's kind of like a broker product, I guess you could say, that we can take you up to the 20th property.
That's beautiful. I mean, 20 properties and getting those, letting them be paid down and finally get free and clear. You got somebody who's pretty set.
Exactly. And the beauty about being a lender like we are, as long as a husband and wife can qualify separately, that could be 20 loans apiece.
Wow. That's a lot of jack coming in.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm using our
especially when the average rental in Houston is $1,960 a month rental.
Is that high now?
That's a new statistics that just came out. Yes.
Well, I need to know that one. So $1,900 a month. Oh, wow.
Yep.
That's a lot higher than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Rents are up, guys. So Houston is hot.
Very hot. The hottest. And I deal with cities all over the state of Texas as well as 4 other states for investment purposes. Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, and so on. Those are all hot states as well, but there's just nothing like the Houston market at all.
Well, Donnie, let's do this. So don't forget to do this. Tell us your contact info.
My contact info, phone number is 832-321-4431, and my email address is dgothard@crosslinecapital.com. Now I'm going to spell that for you.
Thank you.
It's D as in Donnie, G-O-T as in Tom, H-A-R-D as in dog, @crosslinecapital.com. That's
pretty simple and straightforward.
Very straightforward. Very simple.
So we've gotten that out of the way, so we'll do it again before we get off of here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think the next question here. When you go into hard money loans, which is asset-based lending, then they move over to permanent financing, and they've gotten 20 free and clear.
Mm-hmm.
You still can take them to some
at that point they would be looking into additional private financing that's portfolio style lending.
Right.
There's some options for that as well, but that getting to that point first is the main objective. Then once we get to that 20, then we start talking about the other products.
Then we worried about that.
Exactly.
Okay. So in Houston now that you said is a hot market, is there an area that's hotter than any others? Are you seeing any trends in that?
No,
regard?
because you've got some buyers who stay down in South Houston, i.e., Galveston, Texas City, League City, and they claim, oh, that's the hot area. Then you got others who like to stay up north, the Woodlands, the Conroes, and so on. And then you've got the other buyers who like the outers. I don't see too many inner loops because most of the inner loops people are knocking down and rebuilding.
Yes.
But no, it just seems like Houston in a whole is just banging it away. It's just knocking it out of the park.
Well, I mean, I know that Katie out there is trying to do a big expansion on the schools. And that's like a $275 million expansion project.
Exactly, and with the extension of 99 all the way up through Tomball,
that should jump.
It's helping it out, and it's growing. They're predicting the possibility of the Med Center being in Katy at 99 and I-10 before 2020. So,
well, they're already starting.
Oh, yeah.
St.
Luke's just broke ground, so yes.
Yeah, they're already out there, and there's another one out at Memorial City. We're going to have multiple med centers in this town, which is a beautiful thing about being in Houston.
Yeah, Cinco Ranch is a suburb of Katy, and it's considered number 1 in the state of Texas and number 2 in the country in new home sales. So beautiful. It's blowing up out there.
So do you do new construction?
Yes, we do. We do have products to help with new construction. If those of you out there who are looking for a place to live, coming into Houston to make it your home, we can help you with those loans as well.
I know we have some of the members of our clubs who are going in the Heights and doing exactly what you're saying. They're buying the lot, basically, and tearing the house down, and they're starting new construction.
Exactly.
So you have products.
Yeah, once you own the lot, I can help you with the new construction across the board.
I mean, we have people that are looking for that.
Yes.
So that's a beautiful thing.
Now, I'm not just a lender. I mean, I'm also an investor. So it helps to have the knowledge of an investor to help investors out.
And how many houses have you done?
I've owned over 160 in the last 12 years.
I don't think he knows what he's doing yet, do you?
No. Some people say no. At one point, I think we had 39 active properties. I've got 6 right now. I kind of got back all my equity, and I'm restarting again. So.
Which is beautiful. And we have a mutual friend that just believes in own. And
exactly.
He's right.
Yes,
and
definitely.
So, I mean, right now, if you can get into a house and get a permanent financing on it, hold it. Don't sell it.
Yes, and because the values are holding and they're still trickling up too.
So before we get done here, let's go ahead and repeat your contact info.
My contact info is dgothard@crosslinecapital.com. Again, that's spelled DGOTHARD @crosslinecapital.com, and my phone number is 832-321-4431, and if I'm not available, anyone on my staff can help you.
And I'm Alan Paine. I'm the president of the Rich Club. That's richclub.org, and we've got a special class coming up this weekend on negotiating, which is That is neuro-linguistic programming, which will confuse everybody. So I just calling it power negotiating. It's the buzzwords that help you get people to act.
Well, Alan, thanks so much. We appreciate it. And also, Donnie, thanks so much for being on.
Thank you.
This is Sigmund Kramer back, and we will hear more from Alan next time, and we'll hear more from Kevin tomorrow. Until then, well, we'd like you to stay tuned to this great station. Thanks for listening to The Price of Business. Talk to you later.